Gauss theorem in electrostatics is closed integral E bar dot is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Gauss theorem in magnetostatics, closed integral B bar dot ds is equal to 0. Faraday's law, E is equal to closed integral E bar dot is equal to minus d by dt closed integral B bar dot ds, and Ampere's Maxwell equation. These four are basic equations. These four equations are called as Maxwell equations. Okay? Gauss theorem in electrostatics, Gauss theorem in magnetostatics, Faraday's law, and Ampere Maxwell equations. These four are called as the Maxwell equations, and these four are the basic equations. But all are is in the integral form. We can write that in the differential form in this way. Just you can see this, how we can read it. Del bar dot E bar is equal to rho by epsilon naught. Del bar dot B is equal to 0. This is the Gauss theorem in electrostatic differential form. This is the Gauss theorem is magnetostatics differential form. And this is the differential form of Faraday law. How we can read it? Del bar cross E bar is equal to minus dB by dt. And fourth one, Ampere Maxwell equation. Del bar cross B bar is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dE by dt. Okay? These are also Maxwell equations, but in differential form. After simplification of equation 3 and equation 4, we get a second order differential equation. Second order differential equation in the LCR circuits we are used in alternating current, second order differential equation. This second order differential equation as a wave. After simplification, equation 3 and equation 4 get the second order differential equation as a wave equation. As a wave equation. How? Equation 3 becomes del square E mu naught epsilon naught dou square E by dt square. Equation 4 becomes del square B is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou square B by dou t square. See here, E electric field is there, here B magnetic field is there. Here B magnetic field is there, here electric field is there. If we can simplification them, we get the equations like this. These are similar to wave equation. That is, what is the wave equation? Del square y is equal to 1 by v square into dou square y by dou t square. What is this? This is the similar to the wave equation. This is the wave. Okay? This is the wave. This wave equation is this. Now you compare these. What we can get? 1 by v square is equal to mu naught epsilon naught. So v square is equal to 1 by mu naught epsilon naught. V is equal to root 1 by mu naught epsilon naught. Means after simplify equation 3. In equation 3, electric field is there equal to magnetic field. In equation 4, magnetic field is equal to electric field. Means here electric field, here magnetic field. Here magnetic field, here electric field. If we can simplify them, we get the wave. Means if we can simplify, the magnetic component become as a wave and electric component also become as a wave. If it is a wave, what is the name of that wave? By the simplification, equation 3 become as a wave which has electric field, and equation 4 which has a magnetic field. If we can simplify them, electric field become as a wave, magnetic field will also become as a wave. So Maxwell is expected when electric field changes we will get the wave, and magnetic field also changes we will get from this equation. So he can say that wave may be a electromagnetic wave. Whatever says that wave must be a electromagnetic wave. Now what is the velocity of electromagnetic wave? Yes, what is the electromagnetic wave equation? The electromagnetic wave equation is del square E is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou square E by dou t square, and del square B is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou square B by dou t square. He was expected the two waves must be a electromagnetic waves, but that waves are compared to the wave equation. We get the velocity V is equal to how much? 1 by root mu naught and epsilon naught. Then he was concluded it is a electromagnetic wave. It has some velocity. Now what is the velocity of that electromagnetic wave? We know the velocity of electromagnetic wave. What is that one? Root mu naught and epsilon naught. What is this one? Electromagnetic wave velocity. Okay. What is V here? V is equal to 1 by root mu naught and epsilon naught. What is this one? It is a electromagnetic wave velocity. Now we know the value of mu naught. What is the value of mu naught? 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 into what is epsilon naught value? 1 by 36 pi into 10 power minus 9 root. If we can simplify, it is cancelled 9. So V is equal to 1 by, means after simplification what we can get, it is 1 by minus 7 minus 9 minus 16 by 9 root. So we can write 9 by root minus 16 like this. Next step, you can write 9 into 10 power plus 16 root. Now we can write this as 3 into 10 power 8 whole square root. Both are cancelled. So what we can get? V is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. From this, Maxwell concluded the electromagnetic wave velocity is equal to velocity of light. Electromagnetic wave velocity is equal to velocity of light in free space. So light is a electromagnetic wave. Okay, light is a electromagnetic wave. Who proved mathematically light is a electromagnetic wave? Maxwell proved mathematically using by 4 equations. That are the 4. It was proved that light is a electromagnetic wave. Means electromagnetic wave velocity is equal velocity of light in free space. How much the velocity of light in free space? 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. That's why he concluded the electromagnetic wave velocity is equal to velocity of light in free space. So he says light is a electromagnetic wave, or light wave is a electromagnetic wave. But how we can get the electromagnetic wave? That we want to discuss. How we can get the electromagnetic wave? From the equations we get the differential equation with electric field and magnetic field. But how we can get the electromagnetic wave, that we want to discuss, and what are the types of electromagnetic waves and what are the advantages and disadvantages